In this video, I'm going to be going through everything audio, from setting up your audio workspace, improving sound and dialogue quality, and how to remove background noise. So let's get straight into it. So to start off, you're going to change the workspace to audio. So here you have this panel here, which shows the decibels, and this is the way of measuring the loudness of your audio clip. So if we play this, you will see it going up, and that's the amount of decibels in my voice.
The settings are the same.
So here is the audio clip mixer. Now, what you will find is audio 1 is showing A1, audio 2 is showing A2, and audio 3 is showing A3. Now here you can also see the decibels of your voice, and you can adjust it using this volume panel here. Now you can use these 3 audio channels to say, let's say A2, you have some music, you'll be able to see the amount of decibels for your music. Say audio 3, you have some sound effects, you can then see the sound effects. The best way of also adjusting the decibels of your audio is by pressing the plus key on your keyboard, and you will be able to zoom in. And you also want to click on this wrench icon and then click on expand all tracks to make it bigger. Now you have this line here. If you click on that, you can adjust the decibel level manually. So if you drag down, you can see that it's decreasing, so it's going to -13. Or if I were to hold and drag this line up, you can see now the decibels are also increasing. You can also do this through the effect controls and go to volume and adjust the level there. However, I think that this way is a bit quicker by adjusting this line here, or by going on the audio mixer and adjusting this volume bar here to your liking. Now I want to show you how to improve the quality of your dialogue. So what I want to do is go over to this essential sound panel here and click on dialogue. Now, when I'm editing my dialogue, I often want it to hover consistently around the -12 dB mark. Now, I want to see if
hover over the keyframe and press ease out.
So you can see there, it's not really hovering consistently around that -12 mark, which is what I want. So what I'm going to do to make it sound more broadcast ready, this is going to make it more cinematic sounding, I'm going to click auto match under the loudness tab, and this is going to push up these waveforms and make it sound consistently louder and broadcast ready.
I want to hover over the 3rd keyframe and make it ease in.
So there you can see it's hovering more consistently around that -12 mark, which is what I want. Now, in order to make the dialogue sound more clear, I'm going to go onto the clarity tab and click dynamics. I'm going to turn this on and watch what happens once I turn this up.
Then I want to hover over the 3rd keyframe and make it ease in. You then want to press.
So as you can hear there, the dialogue sounds more clear, it sounds much better. So what I want to do here is make it go around the 4 mark. So what you want to, the key here is you don't want to turn it up too loud, otherwise you'll get these 2 red bricks here, which is absolutely not what you want. You want to hover around the sort of 4 mark, and
it's this drop down here.
So as you can see, that's a pretty good level. I'm going to leave it at that. So now I'm going to be taking a look at the audio track mixer, and you're probably wondering what the difference is between the audio track mixer and the audio clip mixer. Well, the clue is in the title, because the audio track mixer impacts the track. So here we have audio 1, audio 2, audio 3, just like the audio clip mixer. So that is relevant to A1, A2, and A3. The difference is if I were to say change the volume here on audio 1, this will impact all of my clips, all my audio clips in audio 1. However, the audio clip mixer will only impact one audio clip and not the others. So what I really want to do with the audio track mixer here is click on this arrow. I want to add a audio effect. So here you can add all sorts of audio effects if you click on slot 1, and I'm going to add a parametric equalizer. So now that's added a parametric equalizer, you can go into the equalizer to add more detail to it.
Settings are the same as your composition.
So I'm going to click in here and I'm going to click on vocal enhancer. So now that's
you then want to drag this on the
so here you can change the vocal frequencies of your voice. You can adjust the high pass to a different
timeline over the two clips. You then want to go to the effects panel and search for transform. You then want to drag this.
So as you can see, you don't really want to use the high pass too much. You don't want to change the position of it because it can really mess up your audio, but it is worth having a play around and seeing how this impacts your clip and if it can enhance your voice. So here I've got the high here quite high, so I think I want to bring this down to around 5.
Onto your adjustment layer. You now want to make sure that your playhead is in the middle of the two clips.
Okay, so that will do. One thing to note here is you can also use the audio track mixer panel to remove any unwanted background noise. So if you went to slot 2 and go down to noise reduction / restoration, you can click on denoise, and this will help remove any unwanted background noise. Now, usually how I would do this is click in here and focus on the amount percentage that I have applied this effect.
They're the same as your compositions.
40%. I could say drag up to 60. I wouldn't recommend going too high. The reason why is because it will skew your voice. So if you go up to say 100%,
then want to drag this on the timeline.
It may skew your voice slightly. So the key here is to adjust it to a percentage that doesn't skew the voice, but also gets rid of any unwanted background noise. So I'm going to put this at about 60%.
Over the two clips.
So there you can see my voice sounds pretty good, and this will help get rid of any unwanted background noise. So that is it for the video. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.